Hey, hi guys. Good evening. Yeah, let me wait for 2-3 more minutes and see. Okay, I think most of the guys have joined. Okay, let me get started. So as we discussed yesterday, so from today onwards, we'll be starting with Scala programming language, and its installation, its basic functional programming features, and as well as OOPS concepts. Okay. So I kept all of you on mute. Just feel free to unmute yourself when you have any question. Okay. So at least for today, we'll try to cover Scala installation, Eclipse IDE for Scala, and basic data types, and how to deal with methods and strings and case statements. So these control flow statements. Okay. So these things, let's plan for completion. So what is Scala? I mean, this is a typical kind of same definitions. So high-level programming language, which runs on top of JVM. So its features are both object-oriented plus functional programming, whereas Java was just object-oriented until JDK 1.8. Okay, and same like your Java, this is also statically typed language, which means the data types of your variables are decided at the time of compilation itself, not at runtime. So comparable in speed to Java, and one of the very good advantage with Scala is that it interoperates very well with Java. So that means you can use your existing Java classes, Java methods, everything inside your Scala programs, and vice versa. You can call your Scala methods, Scala classes. You can create objects of Scala classes from your Java programs, and vice versa is also true. You can call Java from Scala, and you can call Scala from Java. Okay. And it's designed and started by Martin Odersky around 2001 or so. And there is a company called TypeSafe, which provides the enterprise support. And so TypeSafe is, started with these guys, Martin Odersky and his team. Okay, and we already talked on real-time scenarios point of view. So why someone goes for Scala? I mean, this just a pure definition point of few points on this. Okay, so it's a best fit for distributed applications or frameworks, and that's the reason Spark has chosen this Scala to write in Scala, because Spark is also a distributed framework, right? Distributed processing framework. I'm keeping you on mute. Okay. So since Spark is also a distributed processing framework, master-slave architecture, and since Scala is good for distributed frameworks, so it has been chosen for that purpose. And it's purely object-oriented and interoperates with Java, and it's concise. The code is clean and concise. 100 lines of Java code can be achieved within 10 to 20 lines of code in Scala sometimes. Just as an example, yesterday we have seen that. So in one single line of code, we achieved that entire word count scenario. Whereas in MapReduce Java, we had to write 3 .java files, and inside each, again, like 30 to 40 lines of code. Okay, and it has support for all the functional features, functional programming features, like supporting expressions, supporting closures, supporting immutability, and the other advantages of currying, pattern matching, all these things. So these all functional programming features are inherited from Python, and OOPS concepts are inherited from Java, and it is both the features are mixed, and some of the drawbacks, or wherever it feels like this is something tedious in Java, so those all things, some of the pain points are reduced in Scala. Okay, but for the first time, if you are migrating from Java background, so it makes you confusing. The syntax might be a little bit confusing. So whoever is working on Scala, if you check with them, so they'll give you the same comment that, so initial first 1 month or 2 months, the syntax might be a bit confusing. And even still, I mean, I don't do much coding. I mean, as as I'm standing like an architect role. So I was, even when I was doing coding, so it takes, I mean, it confuses me sometimes. Still, I get confused with Java syntax and Scala syntax. Okay, but so after 1 month or 2 months, once you get used to Scala, then you'll never ever like to go back to Java, because it's a simplicity, and because of it, a less number of lines of code, less efforts. Okay, but as long as you are doing your coding in your IDEs like Eclipse, you don't need to worry about it. It provides all the suggestions and everything. Okay.
So, Shiva, is it okay? Like, because I am not from a Java background, like I do have Java experience, but obviously it was like 10 years back.
Yep.
And, you know, I'm completely like right now I'm at 0. If you consider me in a range of 1 to 10, I would be like 0 or 1. So how well do you think Scala I can pick it up with very minimal Java experience?
Okay. Do you have Python experience?
Kind of, yeah.
Kind of. Then
I do have. I studied, but I didn't actually work, or in my project I didn't really need it, Python. But yeah, in the upcoming projects we might be using Python. I'm not really sure, but yeah.
Okay. So if you know Python, half of Scala is easy for you, functional programming
Okay.
stuff. Okay. And if you know the OOPS concepts, the
Yeah.
remaining second half will also get easy for you. And if you are saying that, like it's, I mean, you're almost at zero level, what I can do is today morning, I took like a basic core Java refresher sessions for some of the Hadoop guys. I can share you that video that happened. And tomorrow also, I will take basic concepts, OOPS concepts at around 10 a.m. If anyone is interested on the OOPS, Java OOPS concepts, you can join. Okay.
Java OOPS, I also was like, if everyone is okay, when I have a basic document that I had created for reference earlier, so I have that, but nothing much. I've not used it as such.
Okay, I mean, it's just a kind of, since I'm giving a live session, if you have any questions, we can discuss and clarify your doubts on basic core Java understandings.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, so I shared that video. Can you send me the same document, Larry? So DB report. Yeah, this is not document. This is a video, Larissa. I will share that too as well. Okay. So just now I shared it with you also, Kalaivani. And
my voice is breaking. I don't know. Revati also.
Okay.
But share it to everyone. That's better, I think.
Okay, no problem. I don't have any. I mean, since if you guys, this is very basics. Like, so I'll starting with what is a class, what is an object, what is a method.
Okay.
Okay. So that level. That's why. I mean, if I really share it with experienced guys, they feel it like. So you need Revati. Then I should have included you guys in the morning live session. or you can do one thing. I will give you one another Zoom ID link. I'm pasting you in the chat. Okay, sorry. So join this link tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. So now you guys are using this Zoom ID, right? So instead of that, use this one.
So Shiva, is it 10 a.m. Chicago time?
Yes, 10 a.m. Chicago time. Yep.
Okay. So what are you going to cover tomorrow?
Java OOPS concepts like inheritance, interface.
Okay. Have you done polymorphism? Did you cover it, or you going to cover it?
No, not yet.
Okay. So when you're on polymorphism, can you just let me know?
Tomorrow only will. I'll. Yep. Tomorrow only all the OOPS concepts we'll discuss in Java.
Okay. So Shiva, can you email us both the Zoom ID, because I don't know if once such session gets over, the chat window can possibly just go away.
Chat window you will get every day. I mean, with the files that I'm sharing you every day. For example, if you see the day one file that you have got, like all these files, whatever the files that I used for.
Perfect. Okay.
So you get the chat file as well. Or if you doubt that, you can even copy that from your chat. Okay.
Thank you.
Hi Shiva, what will be the India timing for this session tomorrow?
10 a.m. CST means 8:30 p.m.
Okay.
Yep, 8:30 p.m. Sunday.
Yeah, do share with me Sunil Juneja.
I mean, I'm not sending any email. I just pinged the Zoom ID number, right? The link that you have, Spark Zoom ID, this is the ID that you are using right now, correct? So wherever this number appears to you, just use this number there to join that link.
8:30 p.m. India time.
Yep, 8:30 p.m. India time.
Okay.
And EST, it is 10 a.m. 11
EST. Yeah, Toronto time 11.
Okay, let's consider that as a kind of oops discussion. Okay, if you have any confusions or if you don't know anything at all, oops, that might be a right time to discuss. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Yep. So anyway, I'm not starting with oops concepts of Scala today. Today we'll start with the basic, the functional programming features only. So yes, there are the two reasons. Those are the two reasons that I take Java oops concept for both Hadoop and Spark batches. In the beginning of the batches itself. Okay. Okay.
Shiva, I have a question. That
Yep.
slide 1 you presented today.
Yep.
When you say we can call Scala from Java or Java from Scala.
Yep.
So I can call Scala program through Java program.
Correct.
Is that correct understanding?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Why do we need, like, we can do effective coding or concise coding in Scala, right? So
Okay. So if there is an existing
kind of a migration, sorry.
If there is an existing functionality which is already implemented in Java,
okay,
and you want to use that in Scala, you don't want to repeat that once again.
Okay.
You can make use of it.
Okay. All right.
Yep. That way.
Yep. Okay. Thank you.
Yep. Okay. Okay. So yeah, let me continue. So unlike these two features, Scala source code, I mean, as I think we didn't discuss. Same like your Java. So where you write your source code into Java, let's say the program 1.java, and once you compile this will get converted into program 1.class file, right? And same in Scala, you'll write program 1.scala extension, and this once you compile this, even the compiler is Scala compiler, similar to Java C command, and you will have program 1.class file. Since Scala itself is written in Java and Scala runs on JVM, so your source code is written in .scala programs, and once you compile your Scala code, it generates the .class file same as your Java program. And those .class files, since either from Java or from Scala, it's the same .class files. They can be run on JVM.
So how do you differentiate Java, .java.scala?
.java.scala by the file extensions itself.
No.
In the .class files, you can't.
Okay, so because we are going to execute a jar file, right?
Yep.
So I hope this will convert it as a jar.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
So from the maybe the code maintenance perspective, if you have a Java and Scala, so you cannot differentiate that, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So every Scala source code gets compiled to your Java bytecode, which means that .class files, and that resulting bytecode can be run on Java virtual machine. And as we were seeing, we can use Java classes in Scala and Scala classes in Java. And apart from these OOPS concepts, It also supports these functional programming features, type inference, immutability, lazy evaluation, currying, and pattern matching, all this stuff. Okay, so and we will be starting with these features only in few minutes. And Scala had extensive support for functional programming from the beginning, whereas just Java started with it from JDK 8 onwards. Okay, and Scala is more pure object oriented than Java. Okay, so why that statement? It's a pure object oriented than Java. Why I made that statement, I will explain you at the time of data types. Okay, so everything is an object only in Scala. There is nothing called a keyword or primitive, something like in Java that we will discuss. Okay, and yeah, this is a simple thing. That's not to be based on this. Like, semicolons are optional in Scala programming at each end of every line, and dots and parentheses are also optional sometimes, and we can see so whether they are optional. Okay, and its history is nothing much. So first released publicly in early 2004 on Java platform and .NET platform.
One question, Shiva.
Yeah,
I'm not sure. Where should I ask the question? Are you going to stop for the question and answer for each slide, or?
I'm going to stop, not for each slide at least. I mean, so once I start, I mean, I feel like a good amount of a topic is completed. Sometimes a topic can span through multiple slides.
Okay.
Okay. So all this is like a kind of theory behind this, right? So I'll just continue.
I think I can interrupt then, right?
Yeah. Oh, okay. You can.
Yeah. So when you.
So by the way, I mean, your background, are you from Java background or?
No, I'm not from Java. That's why I'm probably raising a lot of questions.
Okay. Yeah.
Scala is both functional and object oriented, right? When you call Scala program from Java, Java 8 version, Java JDK 8 will support few of the functional. That's what you said, right?
Correct.
If it goes less than JDK 8, will it support the functional code written in Scala when you call from Java program?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. The reason is even whatever you write in Scala, so that gets converted into the dot class, and the dot class is getting executed on JVM.
Okay.
Okay. So that's the reason why, I mean, even if you run it with the lower version of Java, underlying JVM is the one that has to run it. The JVM has support for running these functional programming features also. That's why even JDK started supporting that functional programming features from 8 onwards.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Okay. Good. Yeah. And earlier they had a support with .NET also, but they officially dropped that support in around 2012 or so. Okay. Next, Martin Odersky and collaborators launched a TypeSafe company to provide a commercial support, training, and services for Scala. So even now, if we install Scala, it's marked from TypeSafe. Okay. So I think Raj has another question. If I want to use Scala in my Java application, then I have to have JDK 8 or lesser version of JDK will also support it. Yeah, lesser version in the sense at least JDK 7 is needed. Okay. The answer to your question is yes, like even lesser version is supported, and that lesser version should not be less than JDK 7. Yeah. And installing your Scala. So to start with working on Scala, either you install the Scala on your Linux machine or on your Windows machine or whatever you have, or Mac, whatever it is. Linux installation steps, just I'm giving you the commands here, but sometime I can even show you in your quick start VM if needed. But for now, let's see for Windows. Okay, so until we complete Scala, we can practice in Windows itself. Okay.
Shiva, sometimes your voice is breaking. Looks like we are missing important points whenever you're talking.
Okay, let me see if I can.
I'm not sure how others are feeling, but this is from my side.
I relogged in and it worked for me. Even my audio was down. I just logged off and relogged in, and it's working fine now.
Yes, Eva, it's happening to me also. I got disconnected twice.
Yeah.
His voice is also not clear today.
Okay. So it's definitely due to the network speed.
Again, it's breaking. It's breaking, Shiva, for me too. Right now, you're cutting off.
Okay. Let me rejoin then. Okay.
Is there a way you can wire connection?
I logged into Wi-Fi and no wired connection. That's the reason, I think. So let me join from my mobile. That's the case. Audio I will join through my mobile then. Just give me a second. Okay.
The ID followed by the pound or hash sign. The meeting has not started. Please stay on the line or try again later.
I think I'm facing some issue. Give me one more time.
Welcome to Zoom. Enter your meeting ID followed by the pound or hash sign. 28884. This meeting ID does not exist. Please re-enter your meeting ID followed by the pound or hash sign. The meeting has not started. Please stay on the line or try again later.
Somehow this is saying that meeting is not started. I'm not able to connect to that. Let me try. Or is it better now? Or can?
Yeah, I think it's better now. You can keep going.
It's better now, yeah.
Okay.
If there are any problem, we'll let you know. We'll see some alternative.
Okay. Yeah.
Sorry for troubling you.
No problem. Yeah. So I mean, actually, I'm staying in a hotel for temporary reasons for 2 weeks. So here I am getting only 4 Mbps speed. I don't have any upgrade plans available. Also here, this is the max that I'm getting. So
yeah, already we understood.
Okay. Okay. So to get started with your practicing on this, just download Scala from the scalalang.org and install it on your Windows. You can download with the latest version 2.11.8. And this is similar to any other .exe files installations, same as your Java installation. I don't need to show next, all that stuff. So once you install it, so the 2 things that you have to do, or just one thing, is add that installation directory, or if you see here in the program files. So once you install, not in this. Scala. Okay, into either of these program files folders, this will get available. So you just have to make sure that this bin directory is added to your path system environment variable, same like your Java installation. So if you type on environment variables, okay, and if you see here, I don't know. Okay. Let me see if I can do anything. Just thinking of what can I do for this. Let me try, and even if it gets letting, sorry for that, but let me try logging in from my mobile itself.
Welcome to the enter your meeting ID followed by the pound or hash. time or try again later.
Okay, let me let me rejoin. Otherwise.